Hi guys, today we will continue on the chapter 3, 3.3 mixed cost. In this PLO1, acquire basic concept of accounting and PLO3, apply appropriate skill in problem solving. What is a mixed cost? Mixed cost is a cost that have both a variable element and fixed element. Changes in the total but not proportionately with changes in the activity level. For example, is the utility cost. In the utility cost, we have both cost variable and the fixed element. Okay, we can see the graph is the mixed cost is like this. This is where is the A is a fixed cost and this is the function of the variable cost y equal to A plus bx. We have three methods to segregate the mixed cost. First, high-low method, second, graph, and third, simple regression method. For example, utility cost. In the utility cost, we have both variable and fixed cost. So we can use either high-low method, graph method, or simple regression method to find the variable and fixed cost. High-low method. High-low methods use the total cost incurred at the high and the low level of activity to classify mixed cost and fixed and variable components. The difference in cost between the high and low level represent variable cost, since only variable cost element can change as an activity level change. In this method, we really need to understand the relationship between the cost and the cost function. Second method is a graph method, and third method is simple regression method. At the matriculation level, you will be introduced to the high-low method only. Here's the general form of a linear equation that's model and organization cost. For example, if we want to find the total cost equal to variable cost per unit multiplied with X plus fixed cost. X is a volume of business activity. To build this equation, we use the past data point to solve the approximate the two parameters, variable cost per unit and the fixed cost. Example, high-low method. Here's a very simple problem as example applying the high-low method in the using actual production data over multiply periods month to determine an operation variable cost and fixed cost. For example, production operation that manufactured boomerang. Here's are the most recent 3 months of data showing the total production cost and the number of units produced. So here is the month, January, February and March, and the total production cost 60 ringgit, 30 ringgit and 20 ringgit for the March, and number of boomerang produced 50 units, 20 units and 10 units. Okay, to find the variable cost, step 1, calculate the estimated variable cost per unit. Notes, there is the example data. January had the highest production level and March has the lowest production level. We can see January have the numbers of boomerang produced is high, 50 unit, and March is the lowest numbers of boomerang produced. Number of boomerang produced, we can call it activity, and the total production cost in the RM is we call the cost. So we know that January have the highest units and March is the lowest unit. We can use this formula to find the variable cost per unit. Variable cost per unit equal to total cost for highest activity period minus by total cost for lowest activity period divide by highest level of activity in units minus lowest level of activity in units. So in this question, variable cost per unit equal to RM60 ringgit the highest RM minus RM20 ringgit the lowest RM divide by 50 units highest unit minus 10 units lowest unit. So 60 ringgit minus 20 ringgit divided by 50 unit minus 10 unit equal to 1 ringgit per unit. 1 ringgit per unit is the answer for the variable cost per unit. To solve the problem for the fixed cost, step 2, calculate the estimate fixed cost for the operation, in this case, the monthly fixed cost. To do this, choose either the highest period data or the lowest period data. Either will work to calculate the fixed cost as follows. Variable cost plus fixed cost equal to total cost. Or let's just rewrite this relationship as fixed cost equal to total cost minus variable cost. So we choose the highest month data, let's say January. So we put the January data into the formula fixed cost equal to total cost minus variable cost. So 60 ringgit minus 50 units multiply with 1 ringgit variable cost. So equal to RM60 minus RM50. So fixed cost is RM10 ringgit in fixed cost per month. If we take the lowest data, we choose the March for the lowest data. Fixed cost equal to total cost minus variable cost, the formula. So RM20 ringgit minus 10 ringgit multiply with RM1 ringgit per unit variable cost equal to 20 ringgit minus 10 ringgit. So fixed cost per month equal to 10 ringgit. We also can use this function to find the fixed cost. This function is y equal to a plus bx. Y is a total cost, a is a fixed cost, plus b is a variable cost, and x is quantity of unit to produce. We can use this formula, this function, to find either fixed cost or variable cost. Alright. Let's say we use the y equal to a plus bx equation to find the fixed cost. So y equal to a plus bx. Y is a RM60, is the total production cost, equal to a is a fixed cost, plus RM1 ringgit is a variable cost, multiply with 50 unit number of pemerang. So settle the equation, so a equal to 10 ringgit fixed cost per month. If we take the lowest activity to use in this equation, so y equal to RM20 equal to a plus RM1 ringgit variable cost multiply with 10 unit the lowest data in the numbers of boomerang produced. So settle the equation and the a equal to 10 ringgit in fixed cost per month. This is graph for the mixed cost. So we can see the fixed cost is a 10 ringgit fixed cost, and this is a variable cost equal to RM 1 ringgit per unit, and total cost equal to variable cost per unit multiplied with the number of unit plus fixed cost. The total cost equal to RM10 plus RM1x equal to y equal to a plus bx, where x is the end quantity of unit produced. Now, using the above relationship, if 80 units are to be produced the following month, our estimated total cost for the upcoming month are total cost equal to RM10 ringgit fixed cost plus RM1 ringgit per unit variable cost multiply with 80 unit. So the answer equal to RM90. Or we can use the function y equal to a plus bx, y equal to 10 ringgit fixed cost plus RM1 ringgit variable cost multiply 80 units production to be produced. So the answer equal to 90 ringgit. This is the data concerning a mixed cost using units produced as the activity level. So we got here month, March, April, May, June, July, and unit produced and the total cost. So the question is compute the variable and fixed cost element using the high-low method. B. Estimate the total cost if the company produced 8,000 units. So if we want to use the high-low method, we must find the highest in the unit first. After that, the lowest in the unit produced. The solution for this exercise is, on the March, we have the highest unit to be produced, 9,800, and the highest total cost is 40,740. The lowest unit to produce is 7,000 in May and 11,100 in the total cost. So we use the high-low method formula. Variable cost equal to 40,740 minus 11,100 divided by 9,800 units activity minus 7,000 lowest activity. So the variable cost equal to RM 1 ringgit 30 per unit. So this is the variable cost. If we want to find the fixed cost y equal to a plus bx, y equal to 40,740 equal to a plus 1 ringgit 30 is the variable cost multiply with 9,080 units. So we settle the equation and the fixed cost equal to 2,000. Or we can use the lowest activity level. So fixed cost y equal to a plus bx, y equal to 11,100 equal to a plus 1 ringgit 30 multiply with 7,000 units. So settle the equation, dA also equal to 2,000. This is the fixed cost. So question B, estimate the total cost if the company produced 8,000 units. So we put the 8,000 unit in this equation. Y equal to 2,000 unit is a fixed cost plus 1 ringgit 30 variable cost multiply with 8,000 unit. So settle the equation, the total cost equal to 12,400 unit. If we use the total cost formula, also we can get the same answer, 12,400 units. For your improvement, you can do this exercise. Kalisha Manufacturing is a banana chip manufactured around the city of Jasim Melaka. Here's some cost information taken from its financial record for January and February 2014. So unit to be produced is 21,000 and 27,000. This is the activities. And the cost is a banana, wages, rent, depreciation on factory machine, and factory utilities. Requirement: identify each cost above as variable, fixed or mixed by using the following tables. This is table, puts the answer in this table. B, for mixed cost, separate variable cost and fixed cost using high-low method. C, create an equation of the total cost to show the behavior of mixed cost, y equal to a plus bx. And D, estimate the total cost if the company produced 35,000 banana chips. You can check your answer here. Thank you. See you again in the next chapter.